Okay, I've been meaning to do a 1,500 mile review on my giant Roam 2, and I just got an opportunity to do that, and I'm going to go over a couple of things that I like about the bike and just give you an idea of my first and initial impressions and so on and so forth. I made a couple of improvements. One of the things I've done is I put a FSA stem on it. I got rid of the 15-degree stock one. That was 110 millimeters, and I put a 120 on there, and it improved the stability in the front end immensely. It tracks like it's on rails now. Had a problem at 1,000 miles with the front wheel. Just felt like it wasn't spinning, so I took it off and cleaned out the bearings, and there was 10 on one side and 9 on the other, believe it or not. So I went and bought a new set of bearings, put it in there myself, and it spins like a top ever since. So that must have been a factory deal. I used a magnet to pull them out. There was no chance that there was any missing, and it just spins so much better now. The brakes, the Tektros 300, these don't get too good of reviews. I mean, but they're more than adequate. Coming up from rim brakes, these guys really stop you. They saved my butt a couple times, and they are, at this price point, pretty good, if you ask me. Here's another thing, the stock tires. I don't know what these are, PRX or something like that, Giant branded. They're pretty good. I didn't like them at first, but they're actually a pretty good tire. Handles just about anything that you could throw at it. I've had it on some off-road single track. You know, you play with the air pressure and adjust it accordingly. Got about 1,500 miles on it, and I'll probably get another 1,000 out of it, hopefully, before it breaks down on me. Real quick, drivetrain. It's an Acera, whatever. 9-speed. It's got a Diori crank in the back, or a cassette in the back, nickel plated. This is the 2013 model, and the Acera rear derailleur. No problems with that at all. It's been solid, so can't complain. It's only missed a couple shifts, but you know, to keep your chain lubed and so on and so forth. It's got a square taper bottom bracket, sealed cassette, Shimano. Now, they've been around for a long time. At the first sign of any kind of clicking or whatever, I'm going to upgrade that to the Holotech, but who knows when that'll be. The fork, Suntour. I have no problems with it. I ride with it on most of the time, actually. Occasionally I'll just switch it off, but you know, I don't like feeling the road noise, and I'm not after speed, so yeah, climbing, click it off, get the rigid fork. But for fitness guys like me, that's all I'm riding for. We're just going on some flowing single track. It's more than adequate. I'm sure if you were banging around all day, week in and week out on the trails, mountain biking, jumping, hitting, you'd probably destroy it. But it's a good trucking fork. RockShox makes one too. That has adjustments on there. I don't know much about it. One other really cool thing I added was I started with a rear rack, but I added this handlebar bag, Axiom Adirondack. That thing is really nice. You could fit a lot of junk in there. You see, there's all kinds of stuff, a little pump, essentials, and I like it. Okay, I'm gonna do a little spin for you. That's about covers it. Part one, you know, there's my grips and my mountain bike mirror and speedo and all that. But overall, this is a pretty solid bike. The only issues I've had with it are the bottom or the rear wheel. Oh, sorry about that. The only problems I had with it is the bearings in the back were overhauled at about 300 miles. I broke a spoke at about 1,000 miles. And hold on, I replaced the saddle, the stock saddle at 1,000 miles for something more comfy that I had. But I'm pretty happy with the bike overall. It should last a long time. And if I upgrade, you know, or buy a new bike, I'd get another Giant Rome. They used to make one with a really nice lighter frame and higher end components. The Rome Zero, I think it was called, but I don't see it anymore in the States. Okay, that's it. Just signing off here. Give my next review when I wear out the back tire, and I'll probably go to some Continental Gator skins for my long trips, or just buy another set of these. They were pretty good.